MLB The Show is your home for postseason baseball. It's Game 4 now of the American League Championship Series between the Boston Red Sox and the Minnesota Twins. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of Baseball on the Show. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots of storylines here as we approach the start of Game 4.
Well, I think this series has played out exactly how we expected it to. At 2-1, it's been tightly contested, back and forth. We've got two teams worthy of being here, and I think this will go at least 6 games before it's all said and done.
All right, the stage is set. The starters get their final tosses in out in the bullpen, and we've got a good one in store for you, folks. Play-by-play is coming up next. Homer Bailey will be on the mound for Game 4. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Homer Bailey. 3-pitch mix. Fastball, curveball, changeup. This guy, when he's on, you'll know he needs the curveball. That's his best secondary pitch. At times, his fastball can be overpowering, 94 to 96 miles an hour. If he brings the curveball and he brings the changeup, he can be as good as anybody in the league.
Stepping in, Andrew Benintendi. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
First pitch, 7:05.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. Not the warmest night you'll see around here, and even 50 degrees at game time. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Left fielder is on the move. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, you know one thing. You have to be careful with Mitch Moreland. The guy is in the middle of the lineup, and when he's in the middle, things just happen. Guys in front of him get on, he drives them in, and if not, he has the ability to get things started and set the guys up behind him. He's a force.
2 balls and no strikes for Bogaerts. Bogaerts takes his swings from the right-handed batter's box, but he's one of those rare hitters that actually thrives facing same-handed pitching. One of the very best in the game, as a matter of fact, in that type of matchup.
Yeah, Matty, he does not leak with that front side. He keeps that shoulder tucked, stays inside the baseball, and it gives him every opportunity to hammer the fastball and stay on that breaking stuff.
Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Back on it is the left fielder, and that one is gone. It's a solo home run for Rafael Devers. His second home run of the series. As the Red Sox get the game's first run, it's 1-0.
Love the homer in the top of the first inning. Give your pitcher a chance to kind of regroup and gather himself with an early lead.
Batting fourth.
Here it comes.
J.D.
Swing and a miss, 0-1.
Hey, I know there's a lot of game left, but that is such an important run there in the top of the first. Try and silence this crowd. I can't tell you, in postseason play, 1 run feels like 3 or 4.
Hard hit ball to second. That gets down, and the inning will continue.
He doubled up on the heater right there. First one, he blew right by him. Second one, timing was on point. He was able to get a hit.
Moreland.
Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there, it's strike one. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Offered a low one there, but came up empty.
Hey, watch out. This hitter's got one thing on his mind.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And he fouls this one off. Martinez leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, Rusty Valentine, he's known for having a high and a low strike zone, but he's pretty good east and west. You better keep it on the corners.
Yeah, I'm okay with Rusty's zone.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. The Red Sox are on the board thanks to the solo home run. On to the bottom of the first, and it's 1-0 Boston. Chris Bassett is the man on the mound for the 4th game of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Well, as you can see, he's a tall drink of water out there, especially on the mound. That can really work to your advantage because you work on more of a downhill plane, and you typically get more extension to the plate on your release. The key, though, is that he has to be out front with his release point, or he'll be more likely to miss up in the zone.
Byron Buxton is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Count now, a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Count 2-1.
And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
Into the box, Jorge Polanco. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Line toward the alley in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Dan, how frustrating is that right there? You execute your spot, keep the ball down below the zone, and the hitter's still able to execute and drive it up the middle.
That's one of the things, Mark, as a pitcher, you're taught to work down in the zone. You're not always going to have the ball hit for one of your fielders, but if you consistently keep the ball down in the zone, good things will happen.
Arias, a Venezuelan-born ball player. He's a second-year big leaguer. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away. And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at what's happening in the National League Championship Series as they've got a good one brewing over there as well. He's set and the pitch.
If he's able to dot that sinker down and away and execute that pitch all day, you're going to see a lot of weak contact, and the infield defense is going to be on its toes.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Hit hard on the ground to the right, and that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Batting fifth.
That's the only way to combat a nasty cutter. You have to find a way to fight and stay inside that baseball and drive it the other way.
Here's Nelson Cruz now as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Shot back up the middle. And that's in there. Base hit. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Boy, there are big RBIs and big base hits here, but none more than with 2 outs. A big 2-out knock right there. Not only ties things up, but keeps the inning going as well.
Yeah, just a great approach right there by the batter. You never know when your number's going to be called. You always want to pass the baton to the next guy behind you. Take the donut off your bat and trust in the teammate behind you. That is a huge knock and keeps the line moving.
Bassett has a reputation, or a knack, if you will, for working himself out of tough situations when he finds himself there. A lot of relief pitchers are known for that, obviously, but as a starter, that's certainly a valuable characteristic to have.
Matty V, and I'm going to tell you who likes this. The bullpen likes it, and the manager likes this, because most pitchers are going to get into trouble at least 1 or 2 times during the course of the start, and it's nice to know as a manager that you have a guy that's out there that can pitch with men on base and wiggle out of some tough jams. This guy's made a living doing this in his career.
And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Twins forced to settle for 1. We'll move ahead to the top of the second now, all tied at 1-1. Digging in, Michael Chavis will match up with Homer Bailey now to lead off the inning.
Michael.
Here comes the first pitch. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Center fielder on the run. Oh, and a great diving catch for the first down.
I suppose this is why you usually have the best defensive outfielder in center field. He got a good read on it, charges in hard, and made a fabulous grab. Look for that one to make the highlight reels later on.
Now at the plate, Alex Verdugo. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Pitch on the way. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Batting 8. The catcher, Christian Vasquez.
So now to the plate, Christian Vasquez, as he'll take a look at ball 1. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Vasquez playing here in his age 29 season. He was a 9th round pick during the 2008 draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Took a good cut that time, but comes up empty. 2-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Mark Canha is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And another foul ball. Runner aboard at first here with 2 gone in a 1-1 ball game. Count remains at 0-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Red Sox. We'll go to the bottom of the second, tied 1 apiece.
The right fielder, Matt.
And he gets ahead 0-1. Fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of...
And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in the game.
Batting eighth, the designated hitter, Alex Kirilloff.
And now, Alex Kirilloff. So take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. One and two now. Lifted in the air to center. Verdugo waits on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Batting ninth, the catcher, Min.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a strike called at the knees. 0-1. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Racing back the right fielder. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
So that'll bring in Byron Buxton.
Number 25.
As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Still only one out in the inning. High in the air out to center field. Verdugo is there. 2 gone.
Up next to the Twins.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And that'll bring in Jorge Polanco to hit next. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no... And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi. We'll start things out here with his guys down a pair as we begin the third.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. One gone here in the Boston third. And that'll bring up the shortstop and one of the better 2-strike hitters in baseball, Xander Bogaerts. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Gone! It's a solo shot for Xander Bogaerts. His first homer here in the series, and the Red Sox have cut this to a 3-2 ball game.
The batter, the third baseman.
Here now is Rafael Devers. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Pulled toward right center field. Buxton is in his tracks now, and he's got it for out number 2.
Up next for the Red Sox.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the dangerous bat of J.D. Martinez. Here comes the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. But a foul ball, 1-1. Here it comes. A bouncer to the left side. And the throw is off target there, so he'll reach first base safely.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
So it's a runner at first as a result of the throwing error. And set to go is the veteran first baseman, Mitch Moreland. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swung right over the splitter there, 0-1.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. Game 4 roll. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and set to go is the second baseman, Luis Arias. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
And there's one away.
Now batting, the first
At
base
the plate, Miguel Sano. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Hit the other way out toward right field. And that'll get down out there near the wall.
That was a great job of driving that ball.
Now back.
Extending his arms very well. Was able to get it over the right fielder's head. One hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Here's the first pitch to him. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Grounded down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. Long throw to the plate. And not in time as the run scores.
Everything done right, Dan, on both sides, the defensive side and the offensive side, to send him, and the outfielder made a strong, accurate throw, but that runner was safe.
No doubt about it. That's one of those where you got to be aggressive as a third base coach. You know the outfielder has a strong throwing arm. You're taking a lot of things you're trying to get through a decision to send. A good send in a close play, but it all worked out.
Josh Donaldson is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike one. A 1-1 count now to Donaldson. Runners on first with one down. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Can't come out of his game plan right here. He knows he's a known sinker baller. I know it was a four-seamer right there, but get back to that two-seam. It's what his MO is.
And a changeup runs inside on him as he's got to back out of the way of that one.
Well, giving up hits is one thing, but judging by that last pitch, he doesn't have any consistency with his release point right now. He doesn't know where it's going, and he knows it.
The batter.
So it's a runner at first with two gone. And that'll bring up the outfielder, Max Kepler. There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0. That evens it up, 1-1. And now Kepler belts one, carrying well out to right field. And it's gone! How about the work the lineups have been doing so far, fellas?
Matty V, this is turning into home run derby part 2. D-Roll, 5 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, there's a fight at the bat rack for both teams right here. A lot of missed locations right out over the heart of the plate, and neither side is missing.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. But they strike. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Michael Chavis.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on.
Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
The center fielder, number 99, Alex Verdugo.
And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. A base hit in his first trip. The 1-0. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Buxton is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning.
Up next for the Red Sox.
So one gone in the inning here with a runner at first. And from the on-deck circle into the batter's box comes Christian Vasquez. From the belt, the pitch. The bouncer to the left side. Reined in to second for one. Relay to first in time and just about set to go for the last of the fourth. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He told me it feels like every ball they've put in play has been a laser. And the numbers back that up. 6 of their hits have come off the bat at 90 miles an hour or harder, guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And now it'll kick around in the corner. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
Byron Buxton is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. And a curveball's in there, so he's quickly behind 0-2.
I just think after seeing both those pitches right there, 96, you have to be on the fastball. You're not going to catch up. If you're sitting off speed, that fastball's going to blow right by you.
Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1.
The batter, number 11.
Standing in, Jorge Polanco. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Starts things here with a changeup for a called strike.
It's really hard to match up this poor performance when you dive into the numbers. This guy's thrown over 80% of his first pitches for strikes, but he's going to need to have to clean his stuff up a little bit better and get the ball down in the strike zone.
Luis Arias stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Drilled on the ground to short. Bogarts has it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the fifth.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
The left fielder.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Benintendi.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. No hits to this point. The 1-0 home misses for the second ball.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Grounded to first. Fielded cleanly. One there. On to first. A double play.
The batter, number 2.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And that'll bring up the power-hitting shortstop Xander Bogaerts. Just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Bogaerts will head for second. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Now batting, third baseman, Rafael Devers.
Rafael Devers the next to bat as he lines it hard to the right side but out of play. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 0-1 on its way. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. 2 out here and a runner at second. High pop up.